Hello beautiful people of the internet. Today's video is going to be how to make Meeshell Mermaid's room. So I'm starting off with my box room and taking this shiny bluish purple paper, which I'm going to place on the top part of my wall. And now taking this white layered paper that I cut a scalloped edge off of, and I'm going to place that at the bottom, and I thought it kind of looked like seashells. Now to make some seaweed, I'm taking some green tissue paper in various shades. I am taking some Shine Mod Podge, and I'm going to add a thin coat all over. Once you have the coat on, let it dry for a little bit, and then come in with your paintbrush and kind of bunch it up in different areas so it gives that seaweed look. Then I just set that aside and let it dry completely. Now to make the pearl up of the walls, you could use pearl necklaces or take some thread and some loose pearls and thread it together. And basically what I want to do is just string the pearls across. So I decided to use the loose pearls. I just took some clear thread on a needle and just started threading all of the pearls. And once I had that completely done, I then decided to string that across the top of the walls. Once you have that done, I am now taking some sandpaper and I'm going to glue that on the floor. And this is what it looks like. Now to create some rocks, I'm taking some foam balls and using a razor blade. I recommend that you have parental supervision because this thing is really sharp. And basically I just made a bunch of little cuts and scooped out different areas to make it bumpy. And once I had that done, I'm taking some Mod Podge and some tissue paper. And taking some Mod Podge, I'm just adding a thin coat all over the ball and then placing the tissue paper on top and kind of molding it to it. And then I added another coat of Mod Podge on top of the tissue paper. Once that is completely dry, I'm now taking some gray paint and I'm going to paint the whole ball. Once that is dry, I'm now taking some black, white, and gray and kind of just mixing between the colors, and I'm basically going to dry brush them all onto the ball. So basically how you dry brush is you take a little bit of paint and on a paper you're basically going to remove most of the paint until it's kind of dry and then run that over the ball so that it gives a very textured look. And if you happen to add a little too much black, you can just go over it with some gray and it'll be pretty much gone. Then I just stacked up a couple of the rocks and taking some green tissue paper, I'm going to add it here and there to create seaweed. I also added some normal rocks. I found this piece of coral in the floral section at the craft store, which I'm going to place on the wall. I'm also adding some shells. I glued 2 shells together to create a clam. And I'm just placing shells here and there to give it a really under the sea look. I also took apart a shell necklace and I'm using the small little shells and just placing them here and there. And I also glued some of them on the rocks as well. Once I was done with that, I added a pearl in the center of the clam. I also added the other part of the coral piece on the other wall. And this is the complete room. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, hit the subscribe button to never miss another one of my videos. And let me know in the comments down below what kind of videos you guys want to see next. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!